Hello once again. Today we're greeting you from the Marian Chapel, and Father Stephen and I most days gather here sometime in the morning, depends on what's happening, and we gather together and the two of us celebrate Mass. And still the Mass intentions that we have, and trust me, we're always praying for the parish, we're always praying for you. But today I thought we would just come together and answer some questions. And so Stacy's going to ask us some questions, and we'll give answers, simple little questions about what's happening.
Okay, how are you doing during the lockdown, and what is the most difficult?
So I think we're doing fine, or I'm doing fine. Everything's going okay. I'm healthy, maybe healthier than usual. What's most difficult for me? What's most difficult has been saying no. I'm used to pretty much saying yes. When somebody calls and wants something, when somebody dies, when can we have the funeral? When would you like it? Can we have a wedding? Sure, let's see what dates are available. I'm used to saying yes, and what's been most difficult has been saying no. Father, can I have communion? What if I just came after Mass and following the rules? I'm just not used to saying no.
Yeah, I think I'm doing well as well. It's been a very slow life, so I like that I get to wake up a little later in the morning. But the hardest thing for me, I think, beyond just not doing what I normally do as far as being a priest, but it's looking into a camera during Mass. I was telling someone last night that normally when you're doing a homily, you can look at the people and kind of see if they like or don't like what you're saying. And when you don't have people to look at, you don't know if you're saying good things or bad things. And so that's been a little weird for me. So I look forward to looking at people instead of the camera. So that's probably the most difficult thing for me.
What's the easiest?
Having more time. I could say more time for prayer, but usually the thing that when I don't have enough time, what goes by is exercise, walking. And I think almost every day I've got a few different routes, and 3 miles, and on the nice days and some of the terrible days even in here, but getting the exercise in, I think that's been the easiest. And I have to say, I've gotten to love Zoom meetings. I hope we don't lose those. I mean, if it's a meeting of 10, we had a school board meeting the other night, and you can see everybody's face, and it works so well, and people don't have to drive. I find it pretty personal.
Yeah, the easiest thing, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it is having that time for exercise. I've been able to do walks almost every day, or my elliptical almost every day, and so having that time, it just doesn't get missed now, so that's great. So hopefully I can keep doing that when this is over.
What do you miss most?
Oh, being with people. I mean, just getting with people. It was funny. I was thinking that I think even Easter Sunday. I mean, I talked to my 2 brothers, my sister, but I think that after our Easter Sunday Mass, I'm pretty sure I had dinner alone. We were, just not being able to go to somebody's house or plan something, or not big restaurant, but yeah, getting together, having somebody over. I think I'm pretty comfortable being by myself and being alone, but not all the time. So that kind of real distancing, that's probably been the most difficult.
Yeah, similar to me, saying no to my mother is difficult. My mom likes to have me over, and then she always likes to give a big hug. And so my family's a hugger family, so I have to get, Mom, no, you shouldn't do that. We don't live in the same house. But also, Father Colin and I usually like to get breakfast every Saturday, and so that's kind of gone away. So I look forward to that coming back. So being able to connect with people again, in the same physical space, not just on a phone, will be good.
Yeah.
So are the two of you spending lots of time together, or are you being socially distant?
We've been very careful about being somewhat socially distant. You may have noticed, even if you watched the Masses on live streaming or from the cathedral, we've been called to have separate cups, drinking the precious blood. But we've always tried to have dinner one day of the week, sometimes more. Don't spend, that much time. I think, we're talking and you're talking to friends, and I think you do much more Skyping or things. I have walked into your place into the computers there. I think you're talking to somebody on your laptop, right? But I would say with Father Stephen, when we do get together, we talk. And I finally have to say, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, go home. we can talk for hours together. It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, what was the question again?
Are the two of you spending lots of time together or being socially distant?
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously what he said. So we do enjoy the dinners; they're great, and we do talk for a while, which is good as well. So, but yeah, we try to keep our distance, and I try to be mindful of hand sanitizer when I'm around him or we're having mass together. So, but it has been nice to be able to have that connection with at least one person who I see daily, not just on Zoom or whatever. So
even having dinner, I put the leaves in the table so that it's longer, and we could be at either end of the table.
I thought that was funny.
That's cool. What are you watching on TV, Netflix, Amazon, all those things?
Okay, I'm always going first, but early on, way too much news, and I found I had to cut back. I was watching way too many hours, and it's the same thing over and over again, So I cut back on the news. I will say, I will recommend, a week ago, yesterday would be a week ago, last Wednesday, there was a PBS special inside the Vatican. It was a 2-hour, it was outstanding. So I think you can still find it on your computer. Go to PBS or just Google Inside the Vatican, and I would recommend that. It was very, very good. But one day after, what am I watching? One day after saying, oh, the news is depressing, I started looking for something a little lighter, and I've been watching The Great British Baking Show. I love to cook, I never bake, and yet I've been fascinated by the series and talking to people on the phone and different folks. My sister, everybody seems to watch this, it's great. So The Great British Baking Show on Netflix.
So I'm very different. It took me a while to adjust because normally I'm very boring. I just watch sports every day. Sports news, sports games. And so, one of the priests joked with me when this happened, Father Durkee, do we have to celebrate a funeral for you? Because this has got to be life-crushing. And it has been in some sense, so I've had to kind of find a whole new thing to do. So on Netflix, I've been watching the series Arrow. It's a comic book show, so it's not that great, but it's entertaining, it's fun, but that's what I've been watching. So hopefully that'll be done soon and sports will be back, normal life.
And we do. We hope we'll be done soon. We think we're getting closer from things the governor has said. We don't know how it's going to go. The bishop follows, the policies of the state and what's set before us. But we think it may be, hopefully by the end of the month. We hope you'll be patient as we phase in, because we think it'll be a phasing in. But we look forward to being with you again. Father Stephen has especially said to me more than once that, this is his first year here. So we'll be going through his first Lent, his first Easter, and missing that with everyone. It's been kind of a disappointment for him. But we say we hope we're kind of coming to a new phase. In the meantime, Sunday is the 5th Sunday of Easter. Live streaming Mass at 11 o'clock. Go to the parish website, and we hope not to see you, but we hope that you will see us. Until next week, I'll try to think of another little video for next week. God bless.
God bless. Thank you.
How long?
9 minutes and 29 seconds.
I like to keep it under 10 minutes.
Perfect.
How's that? Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, that was great. See, those things are cool.
I love it.
That's a wrap.
Is that what you said? I love it.
What did you say?